We are covering basics of layouts in Compose. We already covered rows and columns in previous video. If you don't watch that video, you can click on the pop-up banner on the top right of the screen. You can find that video. Also, I mentioned the video link in the description box below. You can watch that video first and then come to this video. In this video, we are covering about how to use constraint layout in Jetpack Compose. The constraint layout is very powerful layout in which we can assign one view in respect of another view. So for this condition makes it more powerful than row and column. In row and column we assign views horizontally and vertically respectively, but in constraint layout we can specify our own constraints, how we want to align one view with respect to another. So for using constraint layout, you need to add this dependency in your build.gradle file. I can mention this dependency link in the description box below. You can find and also check out the Compose documentation for more detailed view. So here is an example of constraint layout. I use constraint layout to create this card. So let's start it. Please check out my starting videos on which I covering the basics of Jetpack Compose and how to install Jetpack Compose on Android and how to use it. So please check out all the videos, the link in the description box below. So for using constant layout, you have to specify this dependency of constant layout in your build.gradle file. After specifying it, you just need to sync now. The project will automatically import that library to you. So just type constant layout. In constant layouts, we all familiar with the IDs that we are using in the XML file systems. So similarly, we also create some references for the views. For example, we create references to our card, top image, we have button, also add button and text. We can create these references by use create ref function. The create ref functions created these for us. So let's look at our design. We have a card at the bottom layer, then this small card at the top, then button at the bottom. So let's start with this big card. We simply say card, and we all know that in composables we can specify various properties by using modifiers. So in this video we are also going to use some fill max width, comma, fill max height. I am using the fraction of the total height, so I am using 4f. This is also a good capability in Android Compose. We can use fractions of height instead of dps. We can use fractions, percentage. So it make more our design responsive than previous. So we have this card. Let's preview it. For previewing, we just need to show our composable at the bottom. It will take some time, guys. So again, look at our design. We have this first. So let's create this yellow card first. So for creating yellow card, there are many ways. You can use box, you can use surface, you can also use a card. So we are going to use a surface. And now I am going to tell you how to assign constraints to a widget. Just type modifier dot constraints as, yep, and in this widget we have to assign the reference. So I use top image for it, and we have to use this lambda function to assign constants. And I also need to specify constant for my card, so I use constraint as card. So for more simplicity I can assign many properties here, like how to assign the top dot link to parent dot top. Parent is specified as the constraint layout, so I can use this parent dot top. So by these lines you can specify constraint to different type of widget. So I want to make this card at the center of the screen. For this purpose I need to use center to parent. So it will automatically align at the center of my constant layer, and I can also, it will take some time. So for this is weirding, like this is showing like a landscape scene. So for fixing it we just need to assign size to our constant layout. For assigning size to constant layout we just use modifier dot fill max size. Yep. So when we assign fill max size, it will automatically take the portrait orientation and be done with the card. So for assigning color to that surface, we just use modifier dot background, and color of our color our surface is equals to color dot yellow. And we also need to specify the height, so we can specify the height should be 100.dp. We are done with that, and fill max height. We can also use this fill max height and width function for our purpose. Okay, we are done with this fill max height, and we assign it to height 2f. Let's constrain the top box with respect to the card. For using this, we also going to reduce the size of 9f for better visibility of our content. Okay. For constraint this top image with respect to card, we just use to top dot link to card dot top. That's it. When we run this preview, our surface will automatically align at the top of our widget. Let's see this. Layout, we can see that this is not aligned horizontally. So for aligning horizontally, we need to define a new constraint like start dot link to card dot start, because we want to align it from the start to the card of start. So it will align automatically with respect to the card. So for next we need to specify this button. So for specifying this button we just need to use floating action button. Floating action button. So here we have floating action button, but inside floating action button we are going to use uh, icon vector. So for getting icon vector we have to use icons dot default dot add. Also we have to use content description here, like add button. So now we need to import, now we need to assign this make constraint to bottom of the card. For using this we need to use modifier again. In composable guys, we have to use modifier a lot for shaping the content, for making content. So modifier dot, the same we are using again constraint as, and we need to pass the reference of this, so button, and we have to create this add button reference. Okay. So we have to define add button. In this we want to align this button after the surface, so we have to use top dot link to top image dot bottom, because and we are done with the preview. But in our design we can see that the floating action button overlaps the yellow panel, but in our design we align link this floating action button below the yellow panel. So for overlapping effect we can assign margin in negative values, like I can do this by assigning, because when we create constraints in Android we also have an option to assign margins with respect to that constraint. So we also have this option in Compose also. We can assign margins with respect to our constraint. So and have we also need to shift the floating action button at the end of the card. So for this we need to specify the end constraint, and end constraint will take care for this top image dot end. We don't need any margins here, so remove that margin. So we are done with the design guys. Only we just need to specify the color of our icon, so we colors dot yellow. So let's preview it. Let's look at our design again. We are done with this above part. We also have this text part here, so we have to assign the text below the card and below the button as you want to do. So let's do this. For assigning text we just write text and welcome to native developer. You can see that guys our button is assigned like we want to assign it. So modifier we also use again same principle, constraint as and pass the reference of text here, and we can also use pass the reference of text. Okay, now we want to align text below the button, so only we just need to first we want to make it center horizontally to our card is our first constraint. Then we want to make it below the add button. So we have to assign a top constraint, top dot link to add button dot bottom. Okay, we are done with this, guys. So let's preview our review. Let's look at our design. On the last piece of puzzle, we have this button and this icon. For achieving this, we only need to make an icon. I don't want to make this video too long, guys, so I am using this copy paste for fast cut. You should just this button, and we also have other icons. You can also use drawable icons in this by using image resource or painter resource functions in icons and image, but we are using default functions which provide us vector icons like icons.default. We have many options here like icons.outline, so we are using icons.outline.thumbs up function. Okay, now we want to assign this icon at the center of the yellow card. For achieving this, we only need to specify modifier as we specified before. So type modifier equals to modifier dot constrain as, and pass the reference of that particular icon. So we didn't create any reference yet to this icon, so let's create it. Let's name it thumb icon. Always try to naming your variable according to their functionality, so it's easy to understand after you writing lots of code on a single project. Then it's very easy to understand for other as well as us. So what we have to do, we have to pass like modifier.constrain as the thumb icon, and then how we want to constrain is we want to constrain it like center to top image. Okay, guys, we are done with the design, we are done with the text. You can assign some text properties to make it look by using style properties of text. Let's give it a color dot yellow, and also the font size. Let's take the font size of 24.sp. Review it by changing the color of icons and this text. We can also assign size to our icon by just modifier. Yes, yeah. Here we can assign sizes to our icon like height is 50.dp, and also we can assign dot width 50.dp. Yep. Let's build this video. Okay, we are done with the constant layout, guys. You can check it out more on the documentation. If you have any doubts, please ask me on the comment section, and please support this channel and like this video for more videos on Jetpack Compose. In next video, we are discussing about slotted layouts in Compose. What are slotted layouts? Slotted layouts are the type of layouts which have already assigned some particular space to a widget. So in material world, we called it scaffold. So in next video we are discussing about scaffold. So please subscribe this channel, and thank you developers for watching this video. Please keep support, keep safe, keep you positive and learn new things every day. Thank you.